Let me show you today's results first, before anything else. 4 won, 2 lost. 1 was a tie, and 1 trade I did not take at all. I will show you that one too, and I will tell you exactly why I stayed out. I am telling you this in the first 30 seconds. Because you have seen the other videos. Everyone wins every trade. Nobody shows the one that went wrong. So you try it yourself. You lose 2 in a row, and you think something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. They just did not show you the full picture. This strategy uses 2 indicators. Both are already inside the platform. Nothing to download, nothing to pay for. The settings are not the default ones. I will give you every number in a minute. But I want to be honest about something. The settings are the easy part. Anyone can copy settings. The hard part is knowing when not to trade. That is where most people lose money here. One trade today, I entered at the wrong moment, and I lost. Same setup, same pair. 20 seconds later, I entered again. That one won. Same signal, different entry, completely different result. I will show you both. Side by side. Let us set up the chart first. Then I will walk you through the rules. First, the chart itself. Set your candles to classic candles, not bars, not a line, and set the time frame to 30 seconds. Expiry time will be 1 minute for every trade in this video. 30-second candles, 1 minute expiry. That pair matters, and I will come back to why. Now, open the Indicators tab. We need 2 of them. The first one is the alligator. Set jaws period to 10, jaws shift to 5, set lips period to 3, lips shift to 1. Now go to Style. Turn the teeth line off completely. 2 lines are enough. The third one only adds confusion. Give the lips line one color and the jaws line a different color. Pick anything you can tell apart at a glance. Now, why these numbers? The default alligator settings were designed for slow charts, hourly charts, daily charts. We are on 30-second candles. The default settings are simply too slow here. By the time they react, the move is already finished. So every line is faster, and the shift is smaller, which means the lines sit closer to price instead of lagging behind it. Second indicator, the RSI. Set the period to 10, then go to Style, and turn off the 70 line and the 30 line, both of them. Keep only the 50 line. Now this part is important, so stay with me. Most people use RSI to find reversals. Price is above 70, so they sell. Price is below 30, so they buy. We are not doing that here, at all. That is why those 2 lines are switched off. I do not want to see them because I do not want to be tempted by them. Here, RSI answers one question only. Are buyers in control or are sellers in control? Above the 50 line, buyers. Below the 50 line, sellers. That is it. So now you have 2 lines on the chart and 1 line below it. That is the whole setup, nothing else. Next, the actual rules. When to enter, and more importantly, when to stay out. Before the rules, understand what we are actually doing here. The 2 lines on the chart tell us the trend has turned. The line below the chart tells us whether that turn has real strength behind it. One says which way, the other says how serious. We only trade when both agree. Let us take a buy first. Number 1, the fast line crosses above the slow line. Number 2, after the cross, the 2 lines must separate. They should be opening up like a mouth. If they cross and then stay stuck together, that is not a signal. Number 3, below the chart, the line must be above 50. Buyers in control, all 3, not 2 out of 3. A sell is the exact mirror. Nothing new to learn. Fast line crosses below the slow line, the lines separate, and below the chart, the line is under 50. Sellers in control. Now the part that costs people the most money. You have your 3 conditions. Where exactly do you click? Not in the middle of a candle. Not while a big candle is still running. You wait for that candle to finish, then you enter at the start of the next one. I know that feels slow. It feels like you are missing the move. But entering in the middle of a big candle means you are buying after the move already happened. Later in this video, I lost a trade doing exactly that. Then I took the same setup again, entered correctly, and won. You will see both. Now the rule nobody talks about. When to stay out. Look at the 2 lines. If they are stuck together, sitting flat, crossing each other again and again, close the chart. Walk away. There is no trend to trade. And look below. If that line is sitting right on 50, going slightly above, slightly below, over and over, that means nobody is in control. Not buyers, not sellers. This setup gives a lot of signals on 30-second candles. That is the price of using faster settings. Most of those signals appear exactly in these flat conditions. So the filter is not optional. It is the strategy. One last thing before we go live. Check the payout on the pair you are about to trade. If the payout is around 70%, you need to win close to 6 out of every 10 trades just to stay even. If the payout is around 90%, you only need a little more than 5 out of 10. Same strategy, same signals, completely different maths. So when two pairs give you the same signal, take the one paying more. That is everything. 3 conditions, 1 entry rule, 1 filter, 1 payout check. Now let us go through all 8 trades, exactly as they happened. First trade, watch the left side of the chart. Price falls hard, then stops falling. The fast line turns up and cuts above the slow line. They open apart straight away. And below the chart, the line pushes above 50. All 3 conditions. This was the cleanest signal of the day. One honest note. This pair was paying 72%, which is on the lower side. I took it anyway because the signal was this clean. That is a trade-off, and you should know when you are making it. Price keeps moving up. The trade closes above where I entered. First one done. Rules followed exactly, start to finish. Now the trade I told you about in the beginning. The signal was correct. Fast line cuts below the slow line. They separate. The line below the chart is under 50. All 3 conditions were there. Nothing wrong with the signal. But look at where I clicked. The candle was still running. I did not wait. 26 seconds later, I corrected it. The candle closed, and I took the same sell again. Now look carefully at the 2 entry prices. The second one is higher than the first. I am selling from a better price. By waiting, I did not miss anything. I got more. First trade expires now. Price came back up, above where I sold. 0. That is the loss. And it was not the signal. It was me clicking early. But the second trade is still running. It has not expired yet. And this is the uncomfortable part. I have just lost one, and the same setup is still open. This is where most people panic. They close early, or they open a bigger trade to recover. I am doing neither. Same amount. Rules already followed. Now I just wait. Second trade expires. Price kept falling. Full payout. Same pair, same signal, same direction, 26 seconds apart. 1 entry rule. That was the only difference. If you take one thing from this video, take this one. The signal tells you what to do. The candle close tells you when. Most losses on this setup are not bad signals. They are early clicks. Next trade. A sell. And I am going to be honest with you about this one straight away. I took it because the fast line did cross below the slow line. Technically, there was a signal. But look at the 2 lines at that moment. They are almost touching, and the slow line is flat. It is not falling. And look below the chart. That line is sitting right on 50, not clearly below it, right on it. That is the filter I gave you earlier. Lines close together, and that line stuck on 50 means nobody is in control. I broke my own rule. I saw a cross, and I took it. The trade expires, and it loses by almost nothing. 1 point above where I sold. That is what a weak setup looks like. It does not collapse. It just drifts and lands on the wrong side. One more thing worth noticing. This pair was paying 92%, the best payout on my screen. That is probably why I took it. Good payout, weak signal. Payout is the last check, not the first one. A great payout on a bad setup is still a bad trade. Next one, a buy. Price had dropped, then pushed back up. The fast line cuts above the slow line, they separate, and the line below the chart is above 50. 3 conditions. So I waited for the candle to close and I entered on the next one. But I want you to compare this chart with the first trade in this video. On the first one, price had fallen hard and then turned. The move had room. Here, price has been going sideways for several minutes. The slow line is almost flat. The whole range is tight. So the conditions were met. But the conditions were only just met. The trade expires above my entry. It wins. But look how close it is. Price barely moved. This one paid 73%. Low side again. And here is the honest version. This was a weak setup that happened to win. 2 minutes earlier or later, the same trade goes the other way. A win does not mean it was a good trade. Judge the setup, not the result. Last trade of the session. A buy. Price had fallen for several minutes. then bottomed and started climbing back. The fast line cuts above the slow line. They separate. The line below the chart pushes above 50. 3 conditions again. But watch where I clicked. Again. The candle was still running. I did exactly what I told you not to do. In the same video where I told you not to do it. The trade expires exactly where I entered. Not a win, not a loss. The money comes back, and that is it. Now here is what makes this the perfect last trade. Same signal. 3 possible entry points. At the start of that candle, this trade loses. In the middle, where I actually clicked, it ties. And after the candle closes, it wins. 1 signal. 3 different results. The only variable was when. I gave you this rule at the start of the video, and I still broke it twice today. That is how strong the pull is to click early. Knowing the rule is not the same as following it. That is the full session. 5 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie, and 1 setup I stayed out of. No trade was bigger than any other. The amount never changed, not after a loss, not after a win. So what did this session actually prove? Not that this strategy is unbeatable. 5 out of 8 is not a headline. What it proved is narrower and more useful. My 2 losses and my tie were not bad signals. They were bad timing or a filter I ignored. Fix those 2 things and you are not finding a better strategy. You are just stopping the leaks in this one. Everything is in the free PDF, settings, the entry rule, and the full page on when to stay out. Link in the description and in the pinned comment. If this was useful, subscribe. I do this the same way every time. Real session, real losses, nothing hidden. See you in the next one.